Good morning. This is Bill from Europa, Naples, and today I have one of my favorite cars from one of my favorite car companies. I know it's not a Benz or a BMW. What it is a Subaru Forester. This is a 2005 2.5X. I have loved Subaru for years and years and years. One of the reasons is they're completely unique to themselves. They're just unlike anything else. They don't follow a mold. They don't follow a pattern. They're often setting the trends instead of following them. And this car was no exception. The Forester is kind of the first, sort of truck SUV station wagon hybrid. It's got a low center of gravity, so it drives like a car, but it's got tons of headroom and an all-wheel drive system that's more like a sport utility vehicle. And the cargo capacity is not unlike a truck. The styling, it's boxy, it's stout, it's kind of a Corolla on steroids, and completely unique to the world. And I just absolutely love it. I know there's guys out there, it's got to have, 12 cylinders and twin turbos before it's cool. But to me, Subaru will always be a pretty damn cool car. Going back to, one of my favorite movies as a kid was the Cannonball Run with those two crazy Japanese guys and the little Subaru all-wheel drive. It was, going in the Baja race. It was, fully computerized. It was the cat's ass, as they said. And, I just loved Subaru ever since. You can see, again, the styling in this car is very, very cool. It's just handsome. It's finished in a deep red metallic outside. It's got a very nice cladding on the bottom and a dark gray. Steel wheels with Michelin tires. I always like seeing Michelin tires on a used one-owner vehicle, because a guy who'll pay twice as much for tires as he needs to is probably a guy who changes his oil and does whatever else needs to be done. You can see it has a very functional roof rack. It's got a rear wiper, big access hatch there at the back, and again, just very attractive, handsome styling. The mighty Forester is just a terrific car. All right, let's have a look inside the hatch here. And you can see he has one of these accessory Subaru carpet protectors. Very nice to see. It's also mint underneath that, so they weren't hauling stuff around in there that was filthy. Under there you got a spare tire. It's not freshly detailed, but what the hell. And the cargo cover, very nice to see, is still with the car. Very, very nice. So everything back here is proper as it should be. And those seats do, of course, fold down 60/40 if you need extra room. This thing provides a ton of it. Nice big stout roof racks up there. Here in the back seat, you've got great legroom, comfortable seating for 3 adults. Your Canadians aren't going to cry back there. It's going to be nice. Here's another feature I love on this car: frameless glass. Nobody does that kind of stuff, except for weird German makers. When the windows are down or open, you don't have these big, bulky door frames. It's just pretty cool stuff. It's the kind of design I love from Subaru. Here you can see a cloth and vinyl hybrid in great shape, very, very clean and easy to maintain. Show you under the hood before we hop in the front there. And of course, under the hood is what's another thing that's pretty damn special on a Subaru. This is a 2.5 liter horizontally opposed 4-cylinder, meaning the engines are coming out sideways on a horizontal plane. Geez Louise, they could be better at showing you where the thing is. So anyway, the engine's, sideways horizontal plane. It's a boxer motor, not unlike an old Beetle or an old 911 or a Cessna, frankly. These things are just fantastic engines. They run a long time. They do require maintenance like anything, but if you do it, they deliver. You'll be very happy to have this. You put hundreds of thousands of miles on this thing. About 165 horse, just enough to move it along nicely. It's got the optional 4-speed automatic, which shifts nice. And, everything lovely there. Very advanced all-wheel drive system as well. Different from sort of the cheesy ones they put in a lot of cars and call it all-wheel drive. This is a full-time driving of all 4 wheels. It's not just when, the fronts lose traction. It will increasingly put power to the fronts or the rears as needed. It's very like the Audi Quattro system. And, that's why so many people in the Northeast and Snowy places love these things. They can get anywhere they need to. They just cling to the road, and fantastic bad weather cars. You can see again everything nice and clean here. You got your power windows. You got very cool, durable materials they use. It's so Subaru. And of course, there's our Subaru logo in the dashboard. That's the 7 sisters, with one being invisible, so there's only 6 stars. That's part of the conglomerate of Fuji Heavy Industries. Subaru's a company that goes back to 1915. They've been building these things for a long, long time. Okay, so inside, again, it's not going to wow you with all the, gadgetry or fine materials. It's just good, solid stuff that's durable, lasts a long time, stays together. Very, very nice features all around. All right, let's get some defrost going. Pull that up a minute. Okay, so see a very nicely laid out instrument cluster, fuel, temp, speedo, tack, everything you need. Nice to grip steering wheel. You got little grippies there, 10 and 2. You got fog lights, again, your power windows, all the normal stuff. Cruise control, nothing too fancy and nothing too not fancy. In-dash CD player, great little place to store your crap up there. You got your books in the glove box, nice stuff. And again, the fit and finish of this car is just terrific. They give you these great little compartments. I've always liked that with Japanese cars. They love their compartments. Mirror, it's all very simple. You got a gated shifter down here for the 4-speed. Nice stuff. Great little place to store things here and here. And, lovely. To go for a spin. So it's a great seating position in this thing. You certainly don't feel low to the ground, but you're not elevated the way you are in an SUV and detached. You're still essentially driving a car. One of the reasons these things were so successful is they were perfect fits for, folks who wanted to sort of eschew the SUV movement. They still got most of the utility you get from an SUV, but much more car-like characteristics, handling, parking, and of course all the added utility of Subaru's all-wheel drive system. You can see that boxer motor absolutely moves this thing, no issues at all. Everything's getting cleaned up around here, you can see that. Got crews working overtime. A lot of foliage took a hit, look at all that. Looks like doing the Bay Bottom crawl down in the Keys, that mangrove race. But anyway, the Subaru, yeah. I just love this damn thing. It feels dependable. It feels reliable. It feels like a friend. There's stuff you can put in it. I had fantasies when this thing came in about just buying it and making it the family wagon for eternity. 25 years from now, this thing would be going to Home Depot to pick stuff up. And, that's part of the joy of owning a Subaru. They're just multi-generational, and, they're just so damn lovable. So there it is. Again, this is an 05 one owner Subaru Forester 25X, 25X, 2.5X. Great little car, truck, SUV, crossover, whatever you want to call it. 124 on the clock. This thing will go a lot longer than that. Had dealer maintenance since new. And, if you're a real car guy, you got to give Subarus a chance. They're just great vehicles. Thanks so much for having a look. We really appreciate it. We'll see you with the next one. Take care.